The great plain of northern India is a gift of the river Ganga. The plain owes its richness, fertility, industrial and economic development mostly to this mighty river. On her banks has grown a civilization we are proud of. The holy river rises in the snow-capped Himalayas. Amid the mighty mountains lies a frozen river of ice, the Gangotri Glacier. At the glacier's end is a little cave called the Gomukh or Cow's Mouth. Here emerges a small stream. This is the beginning of the mighty Ganga. On her way down the mountains, she leaps over a granite cliff, her waters casting a shimmering veil over the stern face of the rock. Joined by other tumbling, turbulent streams, also born in the snowy heights, the Ganga is here called the Bhagirathi, after the legendary king Bhagirath, who brought the waters of the river down from heaven to earth. In her mountainous course, the Ganga has many tributaries, like the Jannavi, and the most important of them all, the Alaknanda. The Alaknanda meets the Bhagirathi at Devaprayag, and the two merge to form the Ganga. Devaprayag is one of the holiest of confluences. Pilgrims from all over the land come here to worship Mother Ganga. The cool, refreshing waters of the Ganga are reputed to have prophylactic qualities. Winding through the low foothills of Garhwal, the Ganga brings water to the paddy fields of the Garhwali farmer who lives along her banks. Strong, sturdy and simple, these people of the mountain work hard for their living. Rice, their staple food, is grown in abundance in the terraced fields on the banks of the river. The sure-footed mountain goat is the farmer's friend. It supplies milk, hair, and is a sturdy pack animal useful on the steep mountain slopes. Ganga is sacred to millions of our people who come from far and near to pay homage to her. No path is too stony, no journey too difficult for the devout. This is Lakshman Jhula, about 10 miles from Haridwar, one of the many sacred spots on the Ganga. Casting one last, lingering look, the river now prepares to leave her mountain home. Ganga enters the plains at the holy city of Haridwar, dropping in height from over 10,000 to 1,000 feet. Many pilgrims from all over the country come here to bathe in the sacred waters of the river and to prepare for their pilgrimage to the holy Himalayas, to the mountain shrines of Badrinath and Kedarnath. From Haridwar to Allahabad extends the upper Ganga plain. It includes nearly the whole of Uttar Pradesh. Two big rivers, the Yamuna and the Ram Ganga, join the Ganga. Kanpur and Fatehgarh are other important cities on the river. In the plains, the river runs placidly. But when the rains come, it becomes turbulent, flooding vast areas of the land. When the flood waters withdraw, they leave behind a thick deposit of rich silt, which has built the plains through the ages. On this life-giving alluvial soil depends the fertility of the plains, making them one of the most extensively cultivated regions of the world. The Ganga has for centuries also provided precious water for these plains. These are the headworks of the Upper Ganga Canal at Haridwar, built some 100 years ago. From here, the waters of the river are carried to irrigate the dry regions of the plains. Low down at Narora in Bulandshahr district, the river is tapped once again, both for irrigation and electricity. Electricity to light the villages, drive the industries, and work the tube wells of the district, bringing new life to the land and crops. Wheat is the main crop of the Upper Ganga plain and is grown in large quantities. It is a rabi or a spring crop and ripens in March. Gram is also grown here. Other food crops are jawar, bajra, and to some extent pulses. Sugarcane is a cash crop of major importance. Life in the villages depends on the crops and their cultivation, which in turn depends on the cycle of the monsoon. Tilling the land is an age-old occupation, but old implements and old methods give way to new. Symbols of change dot the landscape. This is a grain silo and elevator at Hapur in Uttar Pradesh. It is equipped with the most modern mechanism for preserving food grains and can store 10,000 tons of grains. The rich produce of the land provides raw materials for many industries. Kanpur on the Upper Ganga is the largest center of industrial activity of North India. It has a number of cotton and woolen mills. Its cotton industry dates back nearly 100 years. But Kanpur is perhaps best known for its leather works. These leather goods have gained wide fame and are in demand in several countries. There are sugar factories too. The Ganga plain not only makes our country self-sufficient in sugar, but also provides a surplus for export. At Allahabad, the Ganga is joined by the Yamuna. This holy confluence is called the Triveni Sangam, the meeting of three rivers, Ganga, Yamuna, and the mythical Saraswati. Guarding the confluence stands the massive fortress. Triveni Sangam is the holy of holies. Pilgrims from all over the country come here to pay their homage to Mother Ganga. Every 12 years at the time of the Kumbh Mela, millions of people gather here. The Kumbh Mela is one of the most sacred of India's ancient festivals. The devout come to bathe here in the waters of the holy river. The Middle Ganga plain includes parts of Uttar Pradesh and Bihar. Here the river is joined by the Gomti, the Ghagra, the Gandak and the Kosi from the north and the Son from the south. The important cities are Mirzapur, Varanasi, Ghazipur, Balia, Patna, Munger and Bhagalpur. This is Varanasi or Kashi, holy city, beloved of Shiva, ageless and eternal, famous through the centuries as a center of Sanskrit learning. Innumerable ghats rise above the waters of the river, presenting a picturesque panorama. hundreds of temples crowd the riverfront. Varanasi, the city of the weaver saint Kabir, is known the world over for its beautiful silks and its gorgeous brocades woven in all the hues of the rainbow by traditional weavers, whose skill is handed down from father to son. Equally well known is the ornamental brassware of Varanasi, which finds a ready market at home and abroad. Leaving Varanasi, the Ganga comes to Patna, capital of Bihar, a city whose history dates back to the days of Buddha. An ancient city, Patna has a number of historic monuments. The oldest are the remains of the city of Pataliputra, the capital of Ashoka, in the 3rd century BC. As she flows on, the Ganga becomes wider. Also, it is deep enough to allow ferry steamers to ply on its surface. The Ganga is an important artery of trade. Till recently, boats were the only means of crossing the river in Bihar. Now at Mokame, 70 miles from Patna, a new railway bridge spans the river. Two and a half miles long, it links the rich mineral tracts of South Bihar with the fertile agricultural lands of North Bihar. On entering West Bengal, the Ganga divides itself into many streams. One of these is the Hooghly, on which stands Calcutta. This lower Ganga plain roughly coincides with the delta region. In the middle and the lower Ganga plain, rice grows in abundance. Because of the heavy rainfall and the early monsoon, the farmer can grow 3 seasonal crops instead of the traditional 2. The rich soil of the delta is ideal for jute cultivation. Quick growing, jute is sown in May, July and harvested in August, September. In these regions, fishing is a major occupation and fish an important part of the daily diet. Along the numerous water channels of the delta ply a wide variety of river boats. They carry the produce of the land from faraway places to the market at the river's bend. In the lower regions of the delta, these channels are tidal. The salty seawater rushes into them as far inland as 100 miles. The fields must therefore be protected by dikes. Along these channels grow a thick tangle of unusual trees, the mangrove trees, their breathing roots submerged at high tide and exposed at ebb. These are the teeming tidal jungles of the Sundarbans. Sometimes the incoming tide rushes up the mouth of the river. Hemmed by the narrow banks, the swell rises often to heights of 20 feet or more, causing severe damage. These are known as tidal bores. Nearing the journey's end, the Ganga reaches Calcutta, the largest city in India, a giant port and center of shipping, a meeting place of trade and commerce. On the waters of the river swarm a vast variety of river crafts, from the large ocean-going liners to the humble dinghy. River boats of every shape, size and speed. And towering over them all is the majestic steel structure of the Howrah Bridge, which spans the Hooghly. One of the biggest of its kind, the Howrah Bridge is a marvel of modern engineering. Along the banks of the Hooghly are many jute mills. One of the major industries of Calcutta, jute is India's most vital export. Calcutta has other industries too, like iron and steel and engineering, shipbuilding and many more. A slow-moving muddy river, the Ganga carries a lot of silt in her waters, 9 lakh tons every day. All this silt is deposited in the river bed. This must be constantly cleared by dredging to permit big ships to sail up the river. If this was not done, Calcutta would cease to be a port. And a busy port it is, catering to the needs of a vast hinterland, constantly loading and unloading a large quantity of goods. There are many items of import: machinery for our factories and workshops, food for our people. We export a number of things too: jute and hemp from the fields of West Bengal and Bihar, tea from the hills of Assam and Darjeeling, manganese from the mines of Bihar, and a host of other things, big and small. All these make their way through Calcutta to the 7 seas. This city of steel and smoke, where the Ganga approaches the sea, is in complete contrast to the wilderness of snow and ice where the Ganga was born. Further down the delta is a region of snaky streams, shifting sands, and silent isles as the Ganga divides and joins and divides again into a crisscross network of waterways. Journey's End, a journey of some 1,500 miles, encircling the Ganga Sagar Island, her last piece of land. Ganga, the mightiest of our rivers, goes out to meet the sea.